One of the best topics to discuss, especially on a Sunday when the home is bubbling with delicious meals. Today's program will be tempting your tummy and feeding your brain. Also, the Jamaica Library Service will be improving our brain power. The agency recently snatched up a mega funding grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. We hear the details of that project from the Director General of the JLS, Karen Barton. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Stay with us. A bellyful magazine unfolds right now.
The Ebola virus is transmitted through direct contact with an infected person's blood or other bodily fluids like saliva, urine, stool, and semen. Symptoms of Ebola include sudden fever, intense weakness, muscle pain, headache, and sore throat. This may be followed by vomiting, diarrhea, and rash, and in some cases both internal and external bleeding, leading to death. Protect yourself. Avoid travel to Ebola-affected countries. Avoid contact with infected persons. Don't touch the body of someone who has died from Ebola. Wash hands frequently with soap and water and use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. To know more, call 1-888-663-5683.
The Jamaica Library Service has received a US $2 million grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's Global Libraries Initiative. The grant is to modernize the services of the island's libraries, providing easier technological access to books and other reading material for users. The project was recently launched, and next, Director General Karen Barton reveals the details of this exciting initiative with Ian Boyne.
Welcome to Issues and Answers. I'm Ian Boyne. Almost 800 state-of-the-art computers are to be added to our library system in Jamaica under a new and exciting project being funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the government of Jamaica. To tell us about this project is the Director General of the Jamaica Library Service, Mrs. Karen Barton. This is an initiative that will benefit you, that will put more resources at your availability. We thank you for your company. Mrs. Barton, good to have you on Issues and Answers.
Thank you.
800 state-of-the-art, or approximately 800 state-of-the-art computers in your 127 libraries is good news. Already you are the largest supplier of free internet service in Jamaica, and we know important internet service is, how attached Jamaicans are to technology. Let's talk about this new project.
Okay, well, this project came about through an involvement with the Bill and Melinda Gates program. They have an initiative called Global Libraries Initiative, where they assist public libraries across the world with technology projects. So they also have had over the years a number of awards to public libraries. So for a number of years we have been applying for one of the awards. One was called the Access to Learning Award. We have applied for a number of years. We were not successful, but we continued to try. And in 2012, just about the time we're considering, well, perhaps we should give it a break, we got a letter of interest from the foundation telling us that there was a country grant available. This was now much higher than what we were thinking of, and that they had shortlisted 4 Caribbean countries, including Jamaica, to apply for this grant. And so that's where we started in June 2012. So we applied for the grant and we were successful. So we were awarded a grant of just about US $2 million.
Oh, it's a big grant.
To help us with this
And
project.
you previously had been applying for how much?
For 50,000 US
Just
dollars.
50,000?
Yes, because it's the Access to Learning Award was, you know, it awarded innovation in libraries and so.
See the value of persistence. And then you got $2 million
$2 million US dollars.
The government of Jamaica also matches a contribution.
It's going to co-fund with just about $1.1 million US dollars.
Yeah. So the total project would be 3.2
just about 3.2 million.
3.2 million. Tell us how this will enhance the library system. What are the benefits that will be derived from this?
Okay, well, you know, a lot of libraries globally have been basically reimagining their services because, you know, technology is the way to go. Everybody's into the technology.
Yes.
So what we already do offer internet and computer access in our libraries. So what this is going to do for us to help us to get additional computers, because if you go to a number of our locations across the island, there are long lines of persons waiting to use the computers, and we don't have enough. So we'll be able to expand the services.
Good.
So we'll have additional computers. We will also be able to expand the network. So what will happen now is that we will be getting additional equipment to boost the infrastructure. And we also do offer right now Wi-Fi access in a number of our libraries, so this will also be expanded. So more persons can even take their own personal equipment and access the internet through our services.
Yes.
And in addition to that, it's not only about the technology, but we'll be doing training. So our staff will be trained and trained to train the users. So, and the users will be trained in different aspects using the technology, of course.
So people can come there and get training in computer?
Right. That is going to be
under this program?
Under this program.
So if I don't know anything about the computer, I could come to the library now and get free training?
Yes, definitely. Right now we have a program for the Tiny Tots and we have one for senior citizens, right? So when they come in, we have scheduled classes and they get basic training. And you know, some persons were just being introduced to the mouse for the first time and so on. So it is very interesting. So we have a senior citizen program going now in a number of the libraries. And many of the senior citizens are very excited about learning to use the computer and so on. Because what coming out of this, we want persons to also make good use of e-government. So you can go and pay your taxes online, you can apply for your visa online, whatever you want to do without. You can do it yourself by just going online without paying somebody else to do it for you.
You can pay bills online.
You can pay bills online, do your banking online, and so on.
Yes.
So we're hoping that we will open a wider avenue of persons being able to manipulate the technology to help themselves so that they can, you know, lead a better life in terms of getting access to the computers and the internet.
So shorter lines at the libraries, more access to internet resources, free internet resources. You don't have to pay. There's a new program that will enable the libraries, the public libraries, to be able to serve you better. The Director General of the Jamaica Library Service, Mrs. Karen Barton, is telling us about this program, as well as other programs of the library. We take a break, but we'll be right back.
Parents nowadays don't know if they school them pitney. Then school them pitney and tell them how they ugly, that fit up. Tell them how they look like they ugly pooper, that fit up. Tell them how they head dry like a coconut brush, that fit up. Tell them how they not come out to nothing good, that fit up.
Yes, children are precious gifts from God and are our heritage. Parents, guardians, stop abusing them. Speak life and healing into every child's life, and let us play a positive role in shaping and molding the next generation.
There's a new and exciting technology-based program that the Jamaica Library Service is rolling out as a result of a partnership with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It's a program that is also supported by the government of Jamaica. The Jamaica Information Service is one of the partners in this project. Karen Barton, who is Director General of the Jamaica Library Service, is our guest. JIS is partnering with you on this project, and you also have some other partners. Tell us about this, the partnership program that you have.
For the sustainability of the project, we must have partners. So we have engaged a number of groups, organizations. JIS, of course, as you mentioned. We also have Microsoft on board. Microsoft is going to be providing all the Microsoft software that we will need for these 800 and odd computers. We also have the RGR group on board, the Gleaner Company.
It's important that the library service is strengthened, that there's advocacy.
Right.
And that's a critical part of what we at JIS will be doing. How important do you yourself see this project? How will this help in national development?
Certainly, I know that it will help a great deal, because what we want to do is to empower Jamaicans to take part in their communities, to better themselves. So through the internet, persons can do their online courses. Yes. We will be able to help persons to develop their resumes. So we'll help you to do a decent resume if you're job hunting.
Yes.
We will also be helping the Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning. We'll be doing a partnership with them, because we will also be assisting with the new high school equivalency program that they're doing. The library will be one of the areas that will be assisting. So we're going to be offering our facilities for persons to come. So we will be targeting all Jamaicans from all walks of life. Everyone can find their place at the library.
And people can do business through the library. E-commerce, people have things to sell. People have business to do on the internet. If they don't have their own computer, they can now come to the library and get that done.
Because what we have,
there are earning possibilities there.
Definitely. And what we have found is that although many persons do have their smartphones and so on, they don't have internet access, and it's available at the library free. So they can come along and use the facilities for whatever suits their need.
So the multiplier effects of this program are enormous.
Very.
Let us talk generally, Mrs. Barton, about how the library has evolved, because as technologies improve and become more digitized, more and more people are reading online. Therefore, the library has to reconfigure. How has the Jamaica Library Service adapted itself to the changing needs of this age?
We are still adapting, because some of the things that of course we want to do right away we can't, but there are a number of things through the computer classes. We are now looking at introducing some e-books in our collection and all of that, so persons can use those. And in terms of the technology too, we have, in terms of the operational efficiencies, we have computerized some of our services. We have not gone full way, but there are still a number of things in the pipeline that will help us to achieve some efficiencies, and then we'll be able to deliver better and improve library services to our users. But we also, for example, on the mobile units, we still have mobile. We still have the bookmobiles, as most people call them. Yes. So we still have a service right across Jamaica, and we still go. We have Jamaica, right? We still have 400 and odd communities that we go to.
400 communities are still being served
across Jamaica. See. Yes, through the mobile units, and we even do on 6 of them we offer internet service as well. So we are trying to, because we know as a library service we have to really reimagine some of the things that we do based on the demands of the users and in keeping with what is happening worldwide.
Mrs. Barton, there's still a value for the old book you can hold in your hand for that hard copy book. So we must still make a plea for people to visit your hard copy section of the library.
Yes, definitely.
Lot of valuable information.
Lots of
those books,
Lots of valuable. We have good West Indian collections, and we have good children's collections. We also have a program called Little But with Talawa, which is parents reading with babies and toddlers, where we encourage from the early age parents to come in from the mother is pregnant to come in and read. We teach them, how to read and to the tiny tots so that the child, even from the womb, can get accustomed to reading. Because we know books have their value. And, even turning the pages of the book, how important that is for a small child. So we have these programs across the island.
And of course, your national reading competition.
A national reading competition, definitely. We have that once per year. And we have competitions in the branches and so on. And then national champions emerge from 5 groups, and they are awarded very attractive prizes.
Good. So we encourage people to go to the library. You can earn through the library. You can send emails. Free internet access is offered at the library. The library is an exciting place. We big up at the library. Thanks again to you, Mrs. Karen Barton, Director General of the Jamaica Library Service. Next week, we'll be back. Until then, Ian Bourne wishing you a pleasant day.
Chikungunya is a viral infection transmitted when an Aedes aegypti mosquito bites an infected person and then bites someone else. Symptoms include high fever, headache, joint pain, muscle pain, and rash. If you suspect that you've been infected, take paracetamol, such as Panadol, Cetamol, and Tylenol. Infants, children under 5 years old, pregnant women, the elderly, persons with sickle cell, and chronic illnesses such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease are at risk for more severe symptoms and must see a doctor for proper evaluation and monitoring. Fortunately, most cases of CHIKV are mild, but if your symptoms worsen, you need to see a doctor. For more info, call 1-888-1-LOVE from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. That number again, 1-888-663-5683.
There is no tolerance under the Child Care and Protection Act for physical abuse of any child. What am I saying? That a parent has no right to slap her child or his child? I don't think so. I think you can. I think there is some leeway there for discipline. But some of the abuse cases that we have seen and we have experienced, that's not discipline. That's literal hate. And if you parents can even stop sometime and think about that reason why you're going to raise your hand or that belt or that stick to hit. Sometimes it has nothing to do with what the child did, It has to do with how it made you feel.
Lift up your hearts with a smile. Lift up your feet with a dance. Lift up your spirits with a song. It's family time. It's family time. It's family time. Lift up your hearts with a smile. Lift up your feet with a dance.
Sweet Jamaica, we not left ya. Top yam and banana, we not left ya.
Finger-licking jerk chicken, Helcher fish and bami, we run down yam and banana, roast breadfruit, sweet potato pudding. Jamaica food sweet. This November is Eat Jamaican Month, so let's make a pledge to use more local produce and less foreign goods. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow.
Sweet Jamaica, we not left ya.
What's not to love about Jamaican food? Rice and peas with baked chicken, or Sunday dinner staple, or ackee and saltfish with fried dumpling. Then there's jerk pork and maybe a slice of bread, or curried goat with white rice. Me go hurry up and done work so me can eat a plate of food. Right now though, watch this.
Jamaicans are running away with the event. Can Trinidad and Tobago take the second spot? Asafa Powell, Jamaica, gold, 37.10. World record!
Born and fed in Jamaica, homegrown athletes sustained by the foods of the soil, enriched to reach international heights of glory.
This is a fabulous moment in Jamaican and Caribbean track and field history.
an agricultural sector steeped in a tradition of excellence, ripe for expanded production, energized to tap into new markets. A nation of champions. Food. For most, that probably means the broad label for just about every edible item we humans consume. Now, Jamaicans fully agree to this, but in the lingua of the island, food is also a specific term for the side dishes that accompany the main course of Jamaican meals. You might also hear them called ground or grung provisions: yam, potato, sweet or Irish, dasheen, cocoa, cassava, and others that are staples of the island's agricultural output. Farmers, supported by government and strong private groups, plant and harvest these crops for the discerning Jamaican consumer and a reliable export market. As the world marvels at the lightning speed of the likes of Usain Bolt and Veronica Campbell-Brown, many have asked, is it in the food? Perhaps the yellow yam?
969.
When we roast the yellow yam, when we roast the yellow yam, and we slice it in a two, and we slice it in a two.
The skin is brown, sometimes black, and some say scaly. Peel away the outer layer and get to the heart of its starchy goodness. There you'll find fulfillment and a taste that is as distinctive as the indescribable talent of our trailblazing athletic stars. More importantly, in the heart of our yams are essential nutrients for healthy living: vitamins C and B6, potassium, manganese, fiber, and iron. These nutrients converge in several varieties of the Jamaican yam, a tuber with off-white, purple, white, yellow, and sometimes red flesh, depending on the variety. For every type of yam, there is a uniquely Jamaican name, like renta, yampi, moonshine, or afu. Whatever the name, they're all edible, just so long as you cook them first. And with thousands of acres of fertile land, yam production is an island-wide vocation in Jamaica. But you might be surprised, or not, to know that the most popular yam-producing parish, Trelawney, is also the home of the world's fastest man.
Corrected to 969. The relax. Usain Bolt. Tremendous running by this man.
So, what's your delight? Whatever it is, Jamaican farmers and end producers are uniquely and creatively positioned to deliver. In this land of wood and water, champions are not just made for the tracks. They're also found in the fields and in the shopping carts of discerning consumers the world over.
Enjoy yourself in your homeland. A little more. I and I rope in. Go rubber dub it. Wanna I will lick a scene.
A healthy and educated people living in a clean, natural environment, reducing crime, improving the justice system and governance, building a prosperous economy. It's not just a vision, it's reality. Learn about the plan. Join the vision.
My country, Jamaica, has a rich heritage and is very unique. If we all pull together, we can make it the place of choice to live, work, raise family, and to do business.
For more information on Vision 2030, call the Planning Institute of Jamaica or visit vision2030.gov.jm, your parish library, school library, or the Jamaica Information Service.
November has been designated as Eat Jamaican Month as a means of encouraging more Jamaicans to eat locally produced foods. As part of this mission, government continues to work with farmers to ensure foods produced are safe, nutritious, affordable, and tasty. The ultimate objective is to promote food security. As consumers, you can do your part by feasting on a balanced diet that includes the fresh fruits and vegetables grown in abundance across Jamaica. When you go shopping, whether at the market or at the supermarket, ensure that the majority of your selection is locally produced or manufactured items. And enjoy the many activities planned to celebrate Eat Jamaican Month, like the Eat Jamaican Expo planned for next Tuesday. It will be held at the Jamaica Forage Clubs in St. Andrew. Let's support our farmers and build our communities while reaping the rich rewards of healthy foods.
Breadfruit, me love me breadfruit. From the tree top to the root. Breadfruit, come here to Captain Bly. Go check your history book if you think I dey lie. Breadfruit, green, sticky and it round and it nice. Just like a jam down. For me, breadfruit is versatile. You roast it, you fry it, you bake it, you boil. And sometime when it overripe, me just crush it up. And yeah, me same time, cause breadfruit, me love me breadfruit. Breadfruit, me say me love me breadfruit. Oh, breadfruit, me love me breadfruit. From the tree top to the... When somebody call you a roast breadfruit, don't skin your teeth and think say he cute. All it mean is that you nah no pride. Black outside and you're white inside. You ever try bread and butter? Oh Lord, that will make your heart flutter, flutter. Still, breadfruit sweet and breadfruit nice. When you have that, you don't need no rice. You have bread ham pear, bread ham fish, bread and ackee, them a top class dish. Hey, breadfruit, me love me breadfruit. Breadfruit, me say me love me breadfruit. Oh yeah, breadfruit, me love me breadfruit. From the tree top to the root again. Breadfruit, you love your breadfruit. Breadfruit, you love your breadfruit. Breadfruit, you love your breadfruit. From the tree top to the root.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
Original.
We leave you with these words. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. Profound words from Mother Teresa, which reminds us of a traditional Jamaica in which neighbors would share with each other their Sunday dinner. This is where we leave you for today. Our programs are online at jis.gov.jm. We've also got a YouTube channel, Watch JIS, or hit us up on Twitter at JIS News. You may also send an email to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Continue to have a nourishing day, and thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.